Now, the 2-year-old list doesn't take as long this time of year. The only horses racing were the ones that didn't race in the summertime. The ones that are the date, I know a lot of people saying, Anthony, you said December 15th one week and then December the 1st next. All these horses, for the most part, are scheduled to come back in between December 1st and 15th. The ones later than that are either horses that may be injured, got injured slightly at the end of the year, or horses that were racing towards the last 3 weeks. Like you guys know, Arson, Memory and Imagination, Pickpocket are not coming in until Christmas time. But everybody else should be a little bit before then. And we'll start bringing some of them in. We have another load of 6 coming back next week. Who's on that load? That'll depend on how much weight they put on, when they were turned out, what stalls they have, things of that nature. But I believe 6 more will be coming back in next week. Victory Blue Chip and Vaquero Blue Chip were in today. We're probably going to send Victory Blue Chip over to Ontario to train down. Big Horse could probably benefit from a 5/8 mile track training down, and then the 7/8 if we go to race him there. That's the reason that he's coming over here. There was another 3-year-old coming over here. Militant, also Militant coming over here. Same thing, just a little shake-up. He doesn't really need to race at Northfield. In the Meadows, we're going to have plenty of horses there. So Militant will probably benefit from training down here also. We'll get to them in a second. First and foremost, Affection coming back in the first part of December. Arson, Christmas time, we'll bring him back in also. Blanton's Blue, he's on that, probably could be on that next truck. First part of December and in November to come in. Born to Dance will be on, not the next, but the truck after, which will likely be December-ish, 1st-ish. So between the 1st and 15th. Call that window whatever you want. There's a number of horses between the 1st and 15th that'll be coming back in. Born to Dance is in that. Did not know. Still, that knee is bothering her. Tiny little faint line there. I got to call Jacob today. I just spoke to the vet about a couple of issues we got to clean up, and Did Not Know is one of them. So a little bit of stall rest coming for her. I want to believe that when we finally get these knees cooled down, settled down, and get to train her down, that she's going to be a useful horse. For them to have started to bother her twice now mean that they are a problem. They've been a problem. Doesn't mean they're going to be a problem forever. Don't Talk About Bruno will likely come back in 15th of December, I would say. We'll bring him back in. Drebin is back in jogging now and looks great. Easy in the Turns is racing Sunday night. First lifetime start for her. Good luck to everybody in the Easy in the Turns group. Flashfly will come back in the 15th of December or thereabouts. George of the Jungle has a splint that's being a little pesky, and we may have to operate on it. This isn't a big downtime type thing. But there was a fracture in the splint bone that caused this splint. So they think they may have to take that piece out. We've had this done before, not for quite a long time, but I've had it done before in the past. It's not super invasive, and it's not, well, it is invasive a little bit, but the downtime is not significant. The only issue with George is his knees, particularly his left knee. We always knew that they were going to be a problem. Just work him through it. And then that splint, we can't have him loading weight on the front end from the back end, so we are going to likely take that splint out. For now, he's just jogging. Just waiting to hear back from Natalie. I wouldn't be too concerned. You hear me saying this, things of procedures and downtime, and relax. This is more cosmetic than anything else. It isn't something that should come out, so it doesn't cause any problem anywhere else in his body, and that is why we're discussing this right now. Great Bet will come back in the first part of December. Gypsy Hill will also come back in. I've talked about potentially sending him over here also, as there's not a lot for him. Now, if we're just going to have him ready for those first stakes in Ohio, then okay, he doesn't need to go anywhere. But if there is going to be some racing beforehand, he should probably be over here. Excuse me. Hallie in the Clouds, training down good, continues to train. Dominic said she was a little over on the right shaft. I said, just start blistering her and keep working her. There's going to be we're going to rest her, take her time. She's here to work. And you guys, we've talked about the way we train our horses down. They're like athletes, and they're here to work. And Hallie will get back to the Hallie we wanted and needed her to be, but it's going to take some heavy lifting and some work on her part also. I'm Fancy Like will come back in first part of December. Insider Trading first part of December. International Spy's been in 216, by the way, and look very, very good from what I've been told by Dominic. J-Port Beach Boy will come back in likely the 15th of December for him also. Lonely Lakewood, first part of December. Lover's Play is back now. She arrived today. She just needs her feet cleaned up, shod. We will begin jogging her on Monday. I can never be as excited as I am for a horse just starting back than Lover's Play. I can't wait to see how she is. And as I said, I'm not warning everybody, but I am saying, if it turns out that she can't race, I'm fine. I'll just breed her. I know how good she was. I know what kind of work ethic she had. If she can't be a racehorse, come this spring, she's a horse that will breed. And those are the horses I want to breed, right? You look at Muscle Chrome's baby. I liked the filly's attitude. I liked her work ethic. Was she fast? No, quite slow, actually. But tried to be a better horse. The breeding was there, the work ethic was there, and her gait was there, her conformation was there, and lo and behold, we got this really, really nice colt. And I can't wait to show Heather and all my partners I Don't Play Nice, because he is a really, really nice colt. So far. Mick Paisley, same thing around. She will make it to Christmas also. She had a little injury that she was rehabbing. Didn't get out to the field till later, so she's more of a Christmas horse also. Mel Gibbswan will come back in around the 15th of December, so he might even make it to Christmas now that I say it out loud. He raced in the Super Final in Indiana. Memory and Imagination, Christmas time for him. Militant is back in now. He's still a stud. I think we may just castrate him and then bring him back over Ontario. That may actually be what we're going to do with Militant. Mounds for All come back in around the 15th of December. Actually, didn't he race between the 15th and the 25th? He'll come back in. No Chance in Hill's in now. He's training, looks good on the track. Oh Snap You trained good the other day also. I saw Paycheck Princess today. She is in Ontario and is starting to train this week. Pickpocket will come back in at Christmas time. Prince Charmer will come back in the next load, I believe. Pull the Shoes around the 15th of December for her. Punch the Clock trained awesome the other day. As I said, I'm trying to figure out whether we're going to breed her in the winter or in the spring, or whether we're going to race her. And I don't know. She's not making it easy on us because she trained very, very good the other day. We'll see. It'll be a training trip by training trip, week by week process. We are going to build out plans for both scenarios. That's what we're going to do. And whatever one comes up, so be it. Either one, I'm perfectly fine with. Purple Peep Leader will be coming back in around the 1st of December, ready for landing. I trained him today, a mile and a half, 221, 222. He was good. Probably 4 or 5 weeks. So again, middle to between the 15th of December and Christmas is when I think Ready for Landing will be ready to qualify. Will he start racing? I would say he'll be at his peak and ready to rock by the end of December, first part of January. I know I pushed that schedule back, but after training him today, I was very pleased with him today. He's quiet. He's doing his work well. Let's let him continue at his training properly. Really Don't Care will come back in around the 15th of December. Rito's Ladies Racing tonight. Good luck to everybody in the Rito's Ladies group. Royal Emeralds, I believe, is going to Megan. I talked to Scott and Greg over the last week or so, and they've decided that maybe a smaller operation, and I don't disagree with them at all. Sometimes that smaller operation is a little easier on the horses. I think my 2 cents on the fillies simple. Royal Emeralds, I wasn't really pleased with their attitude going out. Can that attitude change? 100% it can. Easily it can. But we don't play baby ball here. We don't play, baby the horses and baby the horses and baby the horses. They're here to work. They're athletes. And we train them down as such. And having a smaller operation with maybe a more quiet setting may be just fine for Royal Emeralds. So Royal Emeralds, I believe, is going to be going to Megan, which I 100% endorse. Not that they need my endorsement. It's their horse. 2 of them owner. So she'll be heading out whenever they decide to bring her back in. Seasons of Love look good. Training good, I've been told now. Very happy to hear that. Sedona Hill will be coming back in the first part of December. Sunset Acres Girl, you guys know the drill. 90 to 100 days before her first stake race as a sophomore is when she'll return to the barn, and not until. Sweeney will be back in first part of December. I can't wait to see Sweeney either. 3rd and 6th trained 219 today. No land speed record set just yet with this guy, but he's doing his work and he's trotting, Dominic said, so he was happy in that regard. Time is on my side. I trained him the other day. He was good. We'll get him back in the swing of things soon enough. Vaquero Blue Chip is back in now. He arrived today with Victory Blue Chip. Victory Blue Chip will only have a short turnaround. He's coming over to Ontario, but Vaquero is staying with me in Ohio. Watch Your Mouth will come back in around Christmas. Another guy that just give him lots of time. He'll come back in around Christmas. Widespread Panic will come back in soon, and then he's coming over to Ohio with me. And Winter Bells will be coming back in around the 15th of December. Now you're up to date. You know it all. You know everything I know about every horse in the barn, I believe. Maybe not the babies yet. Just not quite there yet with a baby list. I do want to bring you one soon, though. I want to follow up on all of the castrations that were done. Now, Mike Latessa, Dr. Latessa, had talked about the castrations. He did a wonderful video that everybody should take the time to watch, talking about what OCDs are, where they come from, how we approach them, how we as a stable deal with them, what his thoughts are on that. And it's very subjective, horse by horse, I mean. So you can't just drop this big blanket on this is how you deal with castrations and, ridgelings and OCDs. You can't do that. But what you can do is explain what we did, the approach we took with our horses this year, horse by horse, and that's exactly what Dr. Latessa did. Now, a little foggy on the OCDs because he's still going through the radiographs, actually. He's still going through the x-rays, so we will have likely another load of horses to go for OCD surgeries, but I wouldn't worry about it at all. Trevino on green, we dropped him off the University of Guelph. He had a tiny OCD in that right front ankle. Bang, popped it out, no problem. He'll have the sutures out in 2 weeks. The vet suggested we inject that ankle with polyglycan and start him off slow. I said, well, we don't have any option but to start him off slow. He's a yearling, and he was just broke. So I told Danny, when we do get him back going, just go 1.5 miles a day with him or so for the next little while until we get him comfortable and moving forward. But that's pretty much protocol anyway. Very happy with the way the horses have looked. All the ones, the castrations, the OCD horses that we've had out in our barn. And as I said, I will give you a list of all of them moving forward also, probably in the next week or so, when we can solidify, look back and say, these are the ones that were done in alphabetical order. These are the ones we're doing in alphabetical order. What are the prognoses? What were the issues? How do we fix them? When are they going to be at 100%? You can be sure by Christmas time, everybody will be at 100% and ready to go. So eager to start bringing you videos about the yearlings also. We will get one for Ohio for sure. I know Pat and a lot of people saying, can we see the Ontario? Can we see the Ontario horses? The Pacers are just getting gated now. The Trotters are just getting settled in. Trevino's on the list, or on the list. Yes, he is. He's on the shelf for 2 weeks. So I know you want to see them, but we want to bring you a proper video. Not just a video if you say, oh, I don't care. I know you don't care, but I care. I want it done right. So we are going to bring a video to you from Ontario probably in the next 10 days or so. But we'll have one we will have one for you next week out of Ohio. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate everything you've done. And for the people out there buying shares of the yearlings, thank you very much. It means a lot. We brought in a number of new owners over the last 3 months, and most particularly over the last two weeks. So for that, I thank you again. Without you guys buying those shares, obviously it makes it very hard for us to do business. So thanks again. I will talk to you all very soon. Have a wonderful weekend. It definitely feels like Christmas season here today in Ontario. Take care.